It's George, and I'm back again, and I have some very interesting stuff to show. I'm going to go through this fairly quickly because I know people don't want to sit here long periods of times watching the video. Okay, now we're going to go to the TV set, and I want everybody to listen.
On Sol 466, the rover captures something spectacular. It's a rock that looks like a snake's head. While the internet speculates on whether...
Okay, now, everybody saw that. A rock that looks like a snake's head. Here we go. Looks exactly like a snake's head, and this is red on the inside. It's magnetic and it's extremely heavy. Now, with that being said, we're gonna go to this one. Okay? Get a good close-up of it. Okay, 21 months on Mars. This is the picture. Okay? I blew up the picture, and it looks like that. See how the lines run up and down? And the one line runs across like that, just like in that picture. This one's got lines all over it. But this was in the mesosphere, and this came through the mesosphere. When it comes to the mesosphere, you're not going to see what you see in the picture because that rock hasn't been damaged like when they come through the mesosphere. This is why they look a little bit different. And people aren't going to understudy this. They're not going to buy it or whatever. I showed this one to people. Okay? I showed this one to people. But I had to take pictures of it to make it look good. Because it doesn't look good. It doesn't look pretty after going through the mesosphere. All right, here we go. What are the blueberries on Mars? Okay? And that's an enlargement of it. Now, we're going to take it. We're going to go this rock. I'm going to go really close and really slow. It still has some of the old brown fusion crust on it. But you look at the blue. It's blue. Just like in this picture. It's the same thing. Now, whether people want to believe me or not, I don't care. I'm getting these from NASA's pictures. But I got some more interesting, bizarre stuff to show you. Okay? These are metal. These are metal fragments. At first, I thought they were megalodon teeth, but we don't have any metal megalodons that I know of in dinosaur history. Now, this piece I found here, this is solid metal. Now, I'm going to explain to this. The temperature dropped in the mesosphere. This is why you have a picture like this, where this is solid metal. You have a rock like this. And the thing about this, if I'm correct, this is steel. Because when steel cools down too fast, at 800 degrees, it will turn gray like this. And this is black steel because it's black underneath. And if I'm correct, this is from Mercury. Well, why is it that way? Why is it that way? Okay. Steel becomes gray at 800 degrees Fahrenheit. If metal is cooled too fast, it becomes amorphous. And that's stronger than if it took time to cool. And black steel is not shiny. And that's what I believe that to be. And I believe that is from Mercury. And I have several pieces like that. You know, but people aren't going to get it. They aren't going to understand. Okay, now fragments like this cooled quickly. That's why it still has rock form. Okay, it burned and it melted, but the outside cooled quickly. It broke off from another piece of rock. And this is the stuff that I'm trying to get across to people. They don't understand. This, I broke this open. We're going to get a real close-up look of this. This right here, this is moon rock. This is from the moon. Now, whether people want to believe it or not, you know, you get a real close-up look of it. Look at the big white patches in it. Okay? Whether people want to believe it or not. What this is, I have no idea what this is. I broke it open. It's brown. Okay? Now, if I go by the colors, on the planets, Saturn and Jupiter is brown, orange, and tan. Okay? Saturn is golden brown. That is a brown of some type. I'm not sure. But another interesting thing was, as I dug this one up, this one's extremely heavy. And we'll get a close-up look of this one. This one is tan and brown. And this is still vaguely part of the old fusion crust that was on there. That rock right there, there's a good chance, brown, orange, tan, there's a good chance that rock's from Jupiter. Now, well, people say this is impossible. This is impossible. It's everything's impossible. Okay, Sodom and Gomorrah were destroyed around 1650 BCE. Okay? That's 3,482 years from the 1833 meteor shower, which means there's no telling how much debris and how much stuff was floating out there for 3,482 years. Then the spectacular event happened, and I believe that you got ones like this, and I could probably find more if I search for it, that are completely metal. Okay? And this probably happened about the time the meteor shower started. Probably like 3 or 4 hours into it, it was like this. Then they became like this. And then so on and so on and so forth. And it came down, and then regular rocks started making it through. Bits and pieces and fragments. And they wouldn't burn up because the temperature was too low. And if I'm correct on this, it went up to about 1,600, 2,000 some degrees. But then as it was flying through, it started to cool down real quickly. The only way I'm going to know is if someone wants to take a chance and come and investigate. But, I don't have the tools to be able to test, but I can show what I'm finding. And what I'm finding points to exactly what's in a lot of these pictures and the thing I showed you on TV. I don't know what more can I say. If there was a problem with the mesosphere, yes, a lot of this stuff was going to get through. You would have amorphous meteors and meteorites because they didn't cook all the way. And you can look it up. Metals at different temperatures are different colors. And that's why there were some partially, some whole metal, and some all metal. And anyways, that'll wrap it up for now. But, it's fine with me. It's fine with me if people want to keep paying billions of dollars to NASA to bring back stuff smaller than what's already here on Earth. Is stupid. But like I said, people refuse to believe that there was a problem with that meteor shower. And I honestly believe the same thing that happened to Sodom and Gomorrah is what happened in 1833. Now, why are rocks whole like this? Why are they whole like this and not all broken up? It's because the atmosphere was altered. The temperature and the density of the mesosphere, the thermosphere, and the stratosphere were all altered. So when the rocks came in, they were coming down real slow. That's why people were able to count 250,000 of them. And this is what I've been trying to explain to people. I'm going to call it good there.